in my mouth.
What'd you go with?
Ricola, lemon mint. Yeah, because they don't have sugar in them, which is what I like. So I switched from one sugar-free cough drop. And I'm not even really coughing that much, but I think I might have developed a cough drop
Addiction?
Yeah. Is that a thing?
You can.
Yeah, CA's a thing.
I've never.
CDA.
You should go to CA.
I've never been much of a cough drop guy, but this last go-round, I was really trying to fend off whatever was happening, and I think I might have successfully done it. But, yeah, but I switched them, and these are really, really, like I said, it's like just spraying lemon pledge in your mouth.
Ugh.
Anywho, hey, Cavaliers are looking to, as the kids say, cut down the nets tonight in Brooklyn. They beat them the other night, back-to-back games against the Nets in Brooklyn. Cavs, Nets tonight, 7:30 here on WMMS. Your pregame coverage will begin 30 minutes prior. By my math, that is 7 o'clock here on MMS and on the iHeartRadio app. Cavs basketball, only a couple of weeks left, by the way. Your MLB opening day for the entire season is 1 week from today. The Guardians will be in Seattle to play the Mariners. Ichiro Suzuki and the Seattle Mariners. Ken Griffey Jr. and the Seattle Mariners. And then Seattle comes here for Guardians opening day on Friday, April the 7th. And we'll have details for you very soon about where we'll be and what we'll be doing. Now, when we left them, Mary was telling everybody about her trip to Detroit to see John Mayer and cry in public for She paid $500 to cry profusely in public.
Profusely. It was less than I thought it was going to be. I teared up when he started playing the first song because he started with Slow Dancing and Burning Room. And literally, I was watching the videos back this morning, and I'm like screaming for most of them, which is what's the point of taking the video in the first place?
Mary, don't cry because it's over. Laugh because it happened.
Aww. Well, so in order to pick up your...
Brian should get that on a...
He probably has it on a pillow or something.
All right.
In order to pick up your VIP package, you had to get there by 7:30. So I didn't leave the show until 4:45. So I was up against it, even to get to Detroit by 7:30. So
White people problems!
Right.
I mean, and then some.
I know. So I was like I got there like just in time, and I was all amped up about having to get there at time. And so I got my little VIP package, which is so not worth it. I posted a picture on my Instagram story.
Now, what was involved in the VIP package? There was no meet and greet.
No. A tote bag all of it said John Mayer solo, because that's like the tour they've done, right? So a tote bag, a poster.
Was this a sold out show?
No.
Okay, that's a big venue.
Yes.
I took my daughter to see Billie Eilish there, and it was intense.
I mean, it was full.
Yeah.
There were barely any seats, one here and there on the floor. And then up in the stands, I mean, I couldn't see a lot, but it was really packed. It definitely wasn't sold out, but it was packed out. There weren't like big empty sections. It would be like 2 seats here, and then a couple rows back there'd be 3 seats, and like
that's
that
probably
kind of
sold out.
thing.
It's probably just people up and around.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It at no point did I look, and every single seat had someone in it.
Okay.
But
because Little Caesars Arena about the size of the Romo Fijo.
well, and they also blocked off.
Yeah.
They blocked off the
I bet it was
area
sold out.
behind him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Anyway.
there was probably also the resellers and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
they were sold, just not resold.
It was great. So the VIP package, a tote bag, a poster, a commemorative ticket.
How much was the VIP package?
Well, that's included in the
Okay.
ticket price.
A commemorative ticket? Didn't
So
you
it's like
buy a ticket? Or you have
it's
digital
like a
tickets now?
Plastic, yeah, it's all digital tickets. So it's like a plastic. It's just a piece of plastic, that says John Mayer Solo Tour, Little Caesars Arena. And
I like
the date on
how
it.
now that tickets are mostly digital, they consider a paper ticket part of a VIP.
Right.
It's a commemorative paper ticket. Remember those?
And then it had a John Mayer journal. So journal that said John Mayer Solo, and then a pen.
So you could write all of your,
Your
sad thoughts in it.
But that was it. That was it, because I was like, there's no T-shirt, there's no nothing. Like, this is the whole VIP package.
Well, but you paid for fourth row floor.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the seats were, I was freaking out how close I was to John Mayer. It was so good. So when he first started, I teared up and I was just like so overwhelmed and excited.
Did he have a catwalk that came out from the stage?
No, just the stage. He
Just
had
the stage.
to the right, well, I guess it would be stage left, but looking at the stage to the right, he had like a chair that he sat and played a few songs in, and then he came to the middle, stood up, played a few songs in.
No other musicians?
No other, just him and the guitars.
God,
and then
you don't have to pay
piano.
a band. You
Nothing.
just pay crew.
Yeah,
you know?
he's just
Oh,
making money, dude.
So smart.
So before, while the opener was on, because I got there so late, I was standing in the merch line, and I was looking at the merch, and I was like, I really want to get something, but everything's so expensive, and you know what? And so I got up there, and I was like, I felt one of the hoodie that I actually have on. It's not a hoodie, it's a sweatshirt, whatever. And I was like, no, I don't need it. It's expensive, blah, blah. So then I go down, watch the show, lose my mind, freak out. Sobbed during Edge of Desire, which is my favorite song. That's the one that I said yesterday, this song's going to make me cry, and it did. And then I went back up after the show, and I was like, I got to get merch. It was just so good. And I was like, that's how they get you. If they would have closed it, I wouldn't have bought anything, obviously. But they knew that all these girls were going to be emotional and want something to take home with them.
I got a clip here of him singing Mary's favorite song.
In this place with a new set of eyes can make you feel lost.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
It was very good. You took that straight from my Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was saying before the break, the two girls in my row who also bought single tickets. The one girl, this is the third time she has seen him on this tour, which started like 2 weeks ago. Okay? She's going to see him.
Where did she come from?
She lives in Nashville. So I was like, so she's in Detroit. And I was like, oh, I came to Detroit because I can't see him in Cleveland, where I'm from. She goes, oh, no, I'm going to see him in Nashville on Friday. So she'll see him.
She is a groupie.
She said she's seen him 78 times.
Mm-hmm.
And
You don't even like John Mayer.
dude,
You
that's
don't
how
even
it made
like
me
John
feel.
Mayer.
Listen to this. So on her right arm,
She's like, oh, you cry? I'm covered in tattoos of his DNA, and I go
Dude.
see. I drove 8 hours from Nashville to see him in Detroit.
she did. She literally did that today. So on her right arm, by her elbow, in cursive, it said John. And she's like, that's also my dad's name. And I was like, sure it is. Because then on her left arm, by her elbow, it said Mayor. So when she put her arms together, it said John Mayer.
And that's my mayor's name.
Oh my God. I was like, dude.
That's my mother's name.
This chick, she's obsessed. So there's like that level fans. You know, people are annoyed at me for being excited talking about it yesterday. I'm like, oh, I'm like entry level compared to some of these people. But yeah, she said this was her 78th time seeing him live. She had tattoos. She knew every word to every single song. I knew 99% of the songs. There was only that one song I didn't know.
Talk about raising the bar.
Dude, crazy. But yeah, it was incredible. He's so good, and to be that close, I was like, this is perfect. So he played till like 11:15, and then, you know, everyone's got to file out, go to the bathroom, got in the merch line, took a half hour to get out of the parking garage, and then it's a 3-hour drive home. So I didn't get home till like 3:45. And I had to stop and get gas.
So you got home about the time that your boyfriend was getting up for work.
He had today off, but yes, it would have been. He'd have been getting up for work 45 minutes after that. But came in the door, and I like took all my clothes off in the bathroom because I didn't want to be loud in the bedroom. And I like grabbed my pajamas and put them on. And I walk in the bedroom, and he like wakes up and he looks at me and goes, "Why are you naked? Did you sleep with John Mayer?"
Yes, I stayed naked the whole way home.
I was like, you think I slept with him in Detroit and then just never put my clothes back
I didn't want my clothes to wipe his sweat off of me.
Now, the
Honey.
real question is, did he look at you?
I think so. I thought we made eye contact a couple times. If
Not at
he
all.
knew he was looking at me, I don't know. But
Yeah, you probably did.
it was.
I mean, you're
dude,
fourth row. It's not like he's.
Yeah.
It's not. He's
Yeah,
not
those
going to
lights
make.
are so bright.
But you can see people in the fourth row.
Yeah, we're like right there.
He's like, oh, she's sitting next to that crazy lady. That's
Yeah, he probably avoided it because he knows the chick that was sitting next to me.
I mean, I saw you too in the fourth row, and Bono pointed right at me and gave me the thumbs up.
Did he kiss you?
No.
Oh, well,
Did he
not even
get
worth
from
it then.
from the stage to the fourth row? He didn't even blow me
Ooh.
a kiss.
But it was absolutely worth it. I don't regret spending that money for 1 second. And
Good.
I was standing there like, this is the stuff I should be spending my money on. It made me feel guilty about spending it on other things.
But probably
You know what I
made
mean?
you feel less guilty after you talked to 78-time
Oh.
Nashville girl.
You
Well,
should have
'cause-
taken your sister.
I wanted to ask her what she did for a living, but I didn't know if that was intrusive because it's very clear. I'm asking, what do you do for a living that you can afford to see someone 78 times I don't know if she's buying tickets fourth row or that close every single time, but he's been touring for 20 years. That's on average 4 times a year for 20 years, and he doesn't tour every year.
How old was this woman?
She couldn't have been older than her maybe early 40s, maybe. She really wasn't like haggard or old or anything. I thought she was probably my age, if not a couple years older. But because I was like, he started touring in like 2001. So that was 20 years ago. She'd have been maybe 20 years old. I don't know. So with this being the third time she saw him on this tour that started 2 weeks ago.
I mean, nobody knew who the dude was. But 2001 is kind of when John Mayer broke out.
Yeah, his first EP was 1999, and then 2001 was like when he started to get radio play and stuff like that. And that's when his first studio album came out, was in 2001, Room for Squares. And then after that, it built and built and built. And he hit like his peak popularity in like probably 2008 to 2012, I think. But either way, when she said 78 times, I'm like, dude, you are a crazy person. But you like what you like.
It's a sliding scale, though.
Yeah. I mean, there's people on air yesterday when I was talking about it, like, I can't believe she's talking about this, but this person doesn't know she exists, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I get it. I'm going to cry at a person who will never know who I am, and that's fine.
But also, I don't know that necessarily is indicative of a parasocial relationship. You can just really, really be into an artist. And, I mean, did she seem crazy?
She didn't, though. Like, talking
That's
to
what
her,
I'm saying. She's just
normal.
like, I really, really like John Mayer.
I feel like that's when it's scarier, when they seem super normal, but then
she's going to, like, kill his dog or something.
I'm
part of a Facebook group. There's a John Mayer fan page. I am part of the John Mayer fan club on Facebook.
I'm not a fan of anything. That's what I have realized. The way you talk about John Mayer is like, I like things. I'm not a fan of anything.
You're not like a super fan. No. I'm not even a super fan, which is crazy. But they'll
like, I like
super fan.
I don't have like Facebook groups that I like. Oh, you know what? I take that back. I think you should leave.
Oh, see, there you go. You're a fan of a Facebook group, but they
Reddit. But yeah.
A subreddit?
A subreddit where we just make quotes about it.
It's
all the time.
r/bones are their money.
It's r/ I think you should leave. And there's a lot of funny jokes in there.
r/up but not out.
There's threads on there sometimes on the fan page, the John Mayer fan page, of people like, let's see your John Mayer tattoos. And usually it's like a lyric or something like a flower from his second album cover. You know, something like that is usually what people take. She's the first person I saw who had his full name, just John Mayer, just tattooed on her. But
in copper plate Gothic bold.
Yes, it was incredible. I highly recommend spending your money on live music if you don't.
And what sweatshirt did you get?
Right here, it says John Mayer Solo. Brian made fun of it and said that it's an old man sweatshirt. Because it kind of is. It's just like a crew neck gray sweatshirt.
Real warm, though.
It looks comfortable.
It's very, very comfortable.
And it probably cost you $115.
Not $115.
75.
Not
90.
75. 95.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Listen, that's why I was like, when I was in the merch line at the beginning, I was like, no, I'm not going to buy a $95 sweatshirt. You're out of your mind. And then
You get up there.
And then after I saw him and I cried and I was all emotional and nostalgic, then I was like, God, I need that sweatshirt. And I bought the little crop top. I'll show you guys that too.
That's how I would be with like, I wouldn't buy.
Wait, you're wearing a John Mayer
wearing-
sweatshirt
yeah.
over a John Mayer t-shirt?
Can you see it on live stream? Yeah. It's also
Yeah.
on my Instagram story. It says John Mayer Solo Tour and it's got him and it's pink or it's purple and blue.
Did he say this is his best song?
No, he did not do this one.
See, why would he leave out his only good song, Bill?
You know, according to you, because what I forgot to tell you guys, he did not do the Phantom of the Opera, Bill. So your information.
No one ever said that.
Did he
That's
do
stupid.
the 45 minutes of crowd work?
He did about 15
Phantom
minutes
Menace.
of crowd. Oh, Phantom Menace. Sorry. He did the opening to Lion King. He did that Nasabenya song.
Okay.
So
He did the what song?
Nasabenya.
Nasabenya, Halanda Magadaye. Okay.
I wouldn't buy front row tickets to Shawn Mendes, but if I were to go to the concert, I might get something with his
You
name
Well,
on
have
it.
to.
you've already established, Poundcake, that you won't spend a ton of money to see anybody.
No, I mean,
Which
You
is
have
fine.
to- you-
not
dude,
for me. There's nobody I would want to see that bad where I have to
I'm
buy
telling
front
you,
row.
you think that. Well, and again,
Well,
maybe
I've
I just
seen
enjoy
Celine-
music differently, but like being there and being that close to him, I was like, I would do this 10 more times. Like, this is such an amazing experience.
You have selective anxiety. Because, you have no anxiety when it
I
comes
have
to being
panic disorder. It's different.
Okay.
You got some disorder. You should make it a personal project to outdo that other woman.
I don't have the money for that.
Unbeknownst to her.
No way.
Boy, I wish you'd asked her what she does.
I wanted to, but I felt
Maybe she's
I
a
didn't
kept
want to be
woman.
rude. She didn't have a ring on her finger.
Well, there you go.
And she didn't
Clearly.
talk about her
maybe
boyfriend.
she doesn't have to have a ring in her
got
finger.
divorced and got a nice settlement.
Oh, maybe. And then she
Got a
just
nice
follows
alimony
John
thing
Mayer
happening.
around. That was her ex-husband's least favorite thing about her is that she liked John Mayer, so
Yeah.
she took all his money.
Maybe she's a sugar MILF or something.
Yeah. The other girl, one girl on the other side of us was there. Oh my God, listen to this. So we're fourth row. The three.
I guess we will.
Do we have a choice?
You don't have a choice. I'm too excited. And I promise after this segment I won't bring it up anymore. The 3 seats that were closest to center stage were empty. And they were empty through the whole opener. And so me and the girls in our row, we were like, okay, well, when John starts, if they're not here, we'll all just move down so we have a better vantage point. He started at 8:45. We moved down. And then those 3 people showed up at 10:15. The concert started at 7:30. I'm like, what were these people doing that had 4th row tickets? If you're going to spend the money to be that close and then show up 2.5 hours after the concert starts, that blew my mind. I was like, what else could possibly be on your agenda tonight other than coming to this show?
My theory?
People like to rage out.
They've seen John Mayer 80 times.
Oh, they beat
So they're
him.
like, we don't need to be there.
We
for
just
that.
need to be there for the last half
No, my
hour.
guess is they were comps.
That close?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like if they are.
or they won them off
John-
like the radio or something?
No, not those kind of comps. Those are like
Like friends and family
VIP
comps.
comps. Like
Oh.
that John Mayer would be like, okay, I have these comps in the city. We'll give them to.
This is my tour manager's kid or
Yeah,
something.
muckety mucks
Oh.
like that. Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, we were aggravated because he's getting into like the last part of his set, where he's starting to play like hit after hit after hit.
So you're mad that other people weren't that.
I'm
as
mad
committed.
that they showed up late because then we had to move back down and I didn't
Okay.
have as good of a vantage point.
Got it.
That's what I was mad about. Because I'm like, if they'd
So you
been
just
there.
wish they had never showed up.
Yes.
You wish they were dead.
I don't wish they were dead. I don't wish they were hurt. I wish they were busy.
You
That
wish
was, that was like at the Celine Dion concert when I was on the floor.
Gives a crap.
The people from the back were coming from the front.
There is a metal show on this station. It's not just
Saturday
John
nights
Mayer.
with yours truly,
and
2
This is the
hours
end
to
of it. I swear,
midnight.
I swear.
That's right.
This is the end of it. Although,
That's why I'm
God.
so calm listening to this because I'm like, I get to do 2 hours of metal on Saturday night.
Do you guys want to hate John
You
Mayer?
can't hurt my high.
I'll give you this. I'll give you 2 things.
Gives a crap.
That's because I know you don't like him to begin with. So the 2
No,
things
we don't
that
like him. We just don't care about him.
I know. Well, here's 2 things that'll fuel your not caring. Number 1, he said that his fans were the most sophisticated fans in pop music.
Barfarama.
What did he mean by that?
That he plays such a wide array of music that he has like his blues stuff, he has folksy, like pretty much every album that he puts out has a different sound to it. And he was basically saying like, you guys are down for anything. You
Great
guys
taste.
you have a huge palette.
I see.
You don't just like one thing. You guys have been supporting me through every sound I've ever put out.
Okay.
And
They like anything that you do.
That he does.
Right.
They like John Mayer Trio and they like the solo stuff.
And like the sob rock was all 80s. Like, so
Listen,
he
that's
does.
that's what any artist would kill for is people that will follow them anywhere.
And we do. I mean,
Yeah.
and we do listen to anything he puts out. He
Poopity
said that.
Scoop. That's gonna be the new John Mayer album.
Now the thing is, you could play all those different genres of John Mayer, and I'd be like, this all just sounds like John Mayer.
Yeah, Brian
Yep.
is not happy with the amount of John Mayer I played today.
Do a metal album, John Mayer.
There you go. You really want to impress me? Let me play you on 2 hours to midnight.
The other thing, he
Your
ended,
Dave Matthews ass having voice.
He ended his set. His second song in the encore was Free Fallin'. And I was very upset. I was disappointed in that because he didn't play Gravity. He didn't play Say. He didn't play Comfortable. Like his big songs he didn't play. And then he ended on a
What a
Tom
douche.
Petty cover. And I was like, what
'Cause
are
that's
you doing?
like his-
At least he played a good song.
You know what ruined Free Fallin' for me was Tom Cruise screaming it in the car in Jerry Maguire. That's all I can hear now is him, that cringe-worthy scene where Jerry Maguire is singing Free Fallin' in the car. I'm like, oh my God. I love Tom Petty, but he wasn't dead by
It's
then,
too
but he
much,
doesn't
yeah.
have to relive that awful situation. Well, Mary had a good time.
It was incredible.
And didn't cry. TLDR, didn't cry as much as she thought she would.
No, but it was fantastic.
Less sob, more rock.
If you want to see me attempting to hang my John Mayer poster in Brian's drum room, he was about ready to punch me. He's like, get this crap out of my music room. Like, he was very upset with me.
So much for living and laughing and loving.
Right.
All right, let me break here. Want to listen on the iHeartRadio app? You can do that wherever you are. You want to text 35192, and you can watch live at AlanCoxShow.com.
2 hours to midnight.
The new metal show here on WMMS.
Cleveland's metal show is back.